Liverpool are having enough money now and they are just doing necessary signings because
financially they are very, very stable. And they can even go ahead and spend more and buy an Alexander Isak.
Okay, so welcome to Tactics and Touchline. Today we are back after a long period and we are back on our 1 year of this program or this channel. Today we are going to talk about Liverpool's finances. We know a lot of people are talking about how are Liverpool making money to buy these players, even entering into the Alexander Isak conversation. So we'll speak with Raf, who is a Liverpool fan. We'll speak with Prince, who is also an Arsenal fan. What are these transfers going to mean for Arsenal and the likes of Man United, Chelsea, and other teams in the Premier League? So we'll enter into details, look at what would this transfer make their team? Is their team going to look unbalanced for the season, or is going to be so balanced to the extent that they are going to win every available trophy? But don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like, and also share to someone for them to also get a chance to also watch this program. And don't forget to subscribe. Also, you scan the QR code to join our Telegram channel because the Fantasy League has started and we are looking at building a good fantasy team. Every information, everything you need to build your team will be available. And there will be amazing prizes for you to also win this season's fantasy. Every month, there is a prize. Every week, there is a prize for you. So let's start with Raf. Liverpool, how are you guys able to make enough money to now go for Florian Wirtz, Frimpong, Kekes, and now Alexander Isak? How are you people making money? And do you think these transfers are going to balance your team or unbalance the Liverpool setup, especially going into next season?
All right. So I would like to say thank you too for the opportunity. If you could take note, last season Liverpool didn't sign a player. I mean, if we signed it was maybe Federico Chiesa, who came with not the price wasn't too much, not even more than £40 million. But then also, if you check our net, yes. And also, if you check the accounts, the Liverpool set of accounts that they have currently, per the outgoings and also the incomings, I mean, Liverpool has about £614 million after the topic was posted on our page. I did some research, I did some reading and other stuff. And then from 2020, season 2021 to 2022, that is 9 seasons now, Liverpool has not made any huge transfers. I mean, Liverpool has not signed any top player, if I should put it that way. And aside everything, Liverpool also generates a lot of income from commercials, right? The sponsorship deals, etc. Now, I was able to go through the net spend on transfers from 2021 to date. Chelsea had about £852 million. Man United had 726. Arsenal had 611. Spurs had 464. Liverpool had 425. Newcastle 364. And West Ham 360 million pounds. I just took my time to I just wanted to get enough information about them on the subject matter. So I just realized that Liverpool didn't spend that much from 2021 to 2022 till now. Liverpool didn't spend so much. Now, even the money Liverpool has spent for about the 9 seasons now, the transfer of Luis Diaz from Liverpool to Bayern Munich has not even been included in that analysis, right? And if you could take off that Liverpool's figure, it means that the net spend will even be lower than what Newcastle has spent. Liverpool will be lower and Newcastle will move higher. Now, aside me being a Liverpool fan, the club is a well-run club. Michael Edwards, the guy, is an expert in his field. I mean, he knows how to transfer because he was the one who made sure that Liverpool were able to get the likes of Alisson Becker, Virgil van Dijk, even though the price might be too high. But Liverpool is very clever when it comes to their dealings in the transfer market. And I was also reading a piece, somebody wrote that Liverpool recycles cash. So I decided to also get enough information about what they mean by Liverpool recycle. And they say that when Liverpool sells players, they try their possible best to bring money in, and then they can also reinvest that money into purchasing other players. For example, Liverpool don't always spend big like that. Liverpool signed Luis Diaz for, I think, 37 million pounds. Yes, 37.5 plus the add-on.
Yes, it was in the range of 30 to 40.
Good. And now Liverpool has sold that guy for 65 million pounds. You understand? It is business-wise. Liverpool have made progress. So Liverpool basically, they are, with all due respect to the other club, they don't just rush into play, but they make sure that they develop the right player, that they identify that the player who they feel can have a massive effect on their team. So if they feel Florian Wirtz and the other guys can have a massive effect on their team and they are signing them, I think it's a step in the right direction, because just this summer, Liverpool have sold Trent Arnold. If it's Kalabule things that they've been doing, Liverpool have sold Trent Arnold for more than maybe 80 million pounds, but we only had 10 million pounds from Real Madrid for Trent Arnold. Liverpool sold Luis Diaz 65 million pounds, Jared Kwanzaa 35 million pounds, and then at Phillips 2.5. And I'm very sure maybe there'll be some other players also going to leave the team. So, I feel that the team itself is commercially we are that standard. For the first time, I think Liverpool has beaten United to there's one star like Liverpool beat United to this season. For over 20 seasons now, Man United always dominate Liverpool in terms of some financial something. But I'll try and figure it. For the first time, Liverpool have been able to beat Man United. So I feel, per the question he asked me, they are running a club or business-wise, on commercial basis. Players that they sign and the players that they sell also. That is what is making Liverpool stand out. And then financially, they are very, very stable. And they can even go ahead and spend more and buy an Alexander Isak if the need arises.
Okay, so I think why people are asking a lot of questions about your transfers. Under Jurgen Klopp, he said that Liverpool are not going to spend a lot on players, especially when Chelsea were going for the Enzo Fernandez, the Caicedos, and also other players. I think Man United also going for Anthony and some other players. Klopp criticized them on spending big on players. So I think that is the reason why people are now questioning Liverpool's transfers. But I want to ask you, looking at the squad, the players you are bringing in, Frimpong is coming in for Alexander Arnold. Kekes as a backup for Robertson. We are looking at Florian Wirtz coming in as your number 10. That is Ekitike coming in maybe for the late Jota. And now Alexander Isak coming in. Do you think this means that there's a full formation change for Liverpool going into next season? Or you are going to buy strikers worth 300 million and one is going to sit on the bench and one is going to start for your team?
And Slot is a very dynamic manager. With all due respect to Jurgen Klopp is our Liverpool legend. He's a legend. He's in our books as a legend. But if you watch what Slot is doing now, the dynamism, he has allowed the players to express themselves. So for the first time, Liverpool hired a manager and they said he's a coach. Most of the times we go like manager. But with Anslot, they said he's a coach, right? Which means he has other people he's going to work with. The dynamism, as you said the last time we discussed, the core of the team is already there. Look, we played a preseason game where Szoboszlai played as a right back. Tsimikas playing as a central defender. So Endo also coming to play as a central defender. The manager keeps changing his system and his tactics. He's continually going to change a lot of things in the setup. And as you said, Ekitike will get enough game time. Darwin Núñez is a bit shaky for now. We are going to, maybe if the right offer comes, Liverpool let Darwin Núñez leave. And as you said, the core of the team is already there. Mohamed Salah will take off a lot of pressure from these guys. He's the main target. He's a target man. There is no season Liverpool will prepare for, and Salah is not going to be the main man or the lead attacker. No matter what, he's cutting in from the wings. He's still going to be the main man. So there's no pressure, no much pressure is going to be on attackers like that. So I feel, yes, of course, managers change their systems day in, day out. I've seen Anslot switch. Look, this is in preseason. I saw Liverpool's lineup. We are trying to build from the back, and we had only two central defenders, the fullbacks pinned into midfield. It was a whole lot of changes. So I feel, yes, changes, of course, changes will come, but they are good. If it's going to help the team, why not? So I believe there will be changes, which is going to be in a good direction for the team.
Okay. As you said, there are changes that are going to bring the team in a good direction. I think they need to up their chances in the Champions League, because last season it wasn't a good campaign for them. So this season they are looking at bringing up enough chances to be able to get into semi-finals or even the final of the Champions League. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Yeah. Also, look at the QR code below to scan and join our Telegram group. Our fantasy league is ongoing. Be part of the conversation on everything we speak about here. It will be brought on the Telegram channel so that we can have enough discussion on there. Let's look at it from another aspect, like from an opponent or someone you are challenging the league title with. Do you think Liverpool are having enough money now and they are just some in quote unnecessary signings, because if you go in for Hugo Ekitike, who is coming in as your ideal number 9, and now you are looking at Alexander Isak, pairing these two strikers, do you think now Liverpool are going to go for a two up front? And will that help them, or they need to now bench one and start one? Going into the season, do you think these signings are making their squad unbalanced, especially their performance from last season?
I think Liverpool are doing the right business, and one thing I want to add up to what Raf said was that one thing people have not taken notice of about Liverpool is Liverpool has a very good salary structure for their players. I think they pay some of their players very, very low, and it has a way of making their salary structure a bit moderate compared to the likes of Man City and Arsenal and Man United, especially Man United. Man United pay their players outrageously. You get it? So comparing that to Liverpool is way better, and it helps their salary structure. Not to say I'm saying anything to hurt the Man United fans. No, I'm just being realistic here. So about the signings they are doing, how well is going to help them. I think it's in the good direction. They are doing signings that will help them. Liverpool haven't signed much players in some few windows ago, and I think they've just put in every spending together, and they're just utilizing everything this season just to put fear in the other teams, the other English teams. But I really hope I just pray they don't get to add Isak to their squad, because that will make it a little more dangerous. A little more dangerous for other teams. So
Prince Isak is coming. Prince Isak is coming.
Now the billionaires are talking.
I'm telling you, Alexander, move.
I guess they don't add Isak to the squad, because if you're looking at it now, it's already looking dangerous for them to even add Isak. But I believe the matches we have, it's quite a lot, and I think most of the teams are taking a clue from what Chelsea did last season, where they had about 2 sets of teams where this one plays for this competition and this one also plays for the other competition. So at least it helps create much more flexibility in the team, because now there are so many games you have to play in a single calendar year, and it wears the players out, especially when there's injury setting and all that. So I believe having a good squad, and that you can rotate and keep the energy at the base, where at least one injury doesn't destroy the whole setup. You understand? You can change formations here and there. I think when you look at the team like Man City last season, had an issue with injury from the very beginning when Rodri picked up an injury. When you look at Arsenal like this, we suffered from injury last season, and we didn't have squad depth. So it's quite unfortunate. I don't know for Manchester United. I don't know if they're on this injury or not, but I believe we're all taking a clue from what is happening with what happened with Chelsea last season. Last season, where they had enough squad. So at least there's nothing wrong with increasing the squad number just to stay fit for that long season. Because looking at the season, we are going to play over 60 games if you are going to play into every final. You understand? And having 18 or 20 players might not be enough. So at least add more to have a good squad to keep fighting for trophies.
Okay. So Sam, let's look at it from this aspect. We know Liverpool depends solely on Mohamed Salah in getting goals. Now they are getting Hugo Ekitike, Florian Wirtz, and also Alexander Isak if the transfers to go through. With these 4 players, do you think now a lot of pressure would be relieved from Mohamed Salah, where Alexander Isak, Florian Wirtz, and Hugo Ekitike can get the goals to be able to have a balanced squad? Or are you looking at it from this aspect that Mohamed Salah would feel he's not getting the recognition he needs, so now they are going to have that Real Madrid type of feeling where now players are coming in and it will distract the team's performance next season. So which of these two do you think going forward into next season Liverpool may enjoy or suffer from?
Okay, thank you very much. I had a chance to watch the Liverpool preseason game. There was some key point that I was looking at. The system that they played last season will definitely change this season. We will not see the same Liverpool that played last this season. I'm sure Slot will try and bring his own ideas into the Liverpool team, and that can be it's a 50-50 chance for him. It can go very well or it can go very bad. There is this saying in our local dialect that don't say inquiring, but at times it's dangerous also. These are big names. No, it's quite different from what Chelsea did. Chelsea don't buy big names. Chelsea buy potential players. The Chelsea business structure or the transfer structure is more of a business-minded one, that they buy potential players that can sell and make more money instead of just producing or buying the big names for trophies and stuff like that. But these names that Liverpool are buying, these are hot shots from the teams that they are coming from. So it can go very well for Liverpool or can go very bad for Liverpool. There's been a change of system in the way they play now. I watched their first half, and with every preseason, you know it's the first half that mostly counts a lot. The second half is just the kids that are trying to have some playing time. So I watched the first half and I realized it won't be the normal Liverpool that we've been seeing in the past years. Things will change, and I'm with Isak joining. If he does join, I think it might be a very big managerial tax or slot, but because I don't know if he is the one requesting for these players or the team is the one buying for him. But if he's the one, it means he has something planned. But if the team is the one buying for him, then they should be very careful, because these are big names that are coming in, and at times egos will play. I want to play this amount of matches. This one also wants to play this amount of matches. So it can go very well for them, or it can go very bad for them. When the season starts, that's when we really know how things will go. Yeah.
Okay, so Raf, finally, I want to find out from you before we come to the end of the show. Going into next season, do you think Arne Slot has a lot on his hand, especially with the signings Liverpool have done for him? And what are your expectations for Arne Slot next season?
It's true. Every signing is a gamble, as we have been saying. But Liverpool have identified that we have a problem and we have to solve that problem. Liverpool took its time to really analyze these guys and they bought them. Yes, as some said, sometimes egos play a role, but the Liverpool leadership, Virgil van Dijk and Mo Salah, Virgil van Dijk, Mo Salah and Robertson, you can clearly see that they have stamped the authority that these are the leaders in the team, no matter who comes in. And bear in mind, the guys who we brought in are young guys. I think Flo is 23 years old. Hugo Ekitike is 22. Alexander Isak 24, 25, if I'll be corrected. So when it comes to ego in terms of experience, none of the attackers can boast of, like they can't boost ahead of Mohamed Salah. Salah will always top the chart when it comes to that pedigree. You know, he has the experience, he has been there. So of course, the board or the staff knows what is at stake, that these guys are coming with, you know, the ego. They are coming the big boy flex and all those things. Concerning the system changes and everything, look, they are still changing. Normally, preseason games, Liverpool plays the first full setup in the first half, second half we change. But this game, you can see that there are some key players who remain in the game to the second half. We are gradually shaping up, and I hope whoever comes in is going to help the team progress to the next, to wherever we want to get to, the league title, the Champions League. So I believe Liverpool will get there. And my expectations for the season, wow. Of course, the bookmakers will tip Liverpool to win the league since we've won the league already before. But I want us to just lay low. We shouldn't, because in the Premier League, everything is possible. A Bournemouth can pull a surprise, at least United can pull a surprise. So we are just taking it game by game. Even though we have the stars, we still respect every opponent. The Man United, the Arsenal, they can pull up the surprise. So that's what I can say for that.
Okay. So we are all hoping for the best for Arne Slot, especially this will be his second season in the Premier League with his full squad or full additions. He's looking at getting.
But Ralph, talking about surprises, you're sure Man United will pull a surprise?
Yeah, yes, they pull a surprise. When they meet Liverpool, when Man United meet Liverpool, it's like a World Cup. I'm telling you, last season,
it's a different ball game altogether.
It's a different ball game altogether.
I don't think there'll be
how Kevin, do you know how pathetic it sounds for someone who plays second to still think about someone who is 15th? It should tell you how scary. Come on, man. There is a first and a third. Think about those ones.
Okay, so thank you all for joining us on Tactics and Touchlines. Today we discuss why or how Liverpool are making enough money to make all the signings they are doing. And we got Ralph to explain to us into details how they were able to come up with all those monies. And they are looking at adding Alexander Isak. So we'll look at Liverpool next season with all these players. How can they perform so well and also win every trophy they are looking at winning next season? So don't forget to subscribe to the channel, join our Telegram also, and also be part of the conversation. Let's share ideas on what you think about Liverpool going into next season. So thank you all for joining us.